Hey guys, how's it going? Hope you guys are doing fabulous. I'm doing well, thank you so much for asking. And I'm here to show you guys my daughter's reading binder. Before we jump into the binder, some quick things to note are that this is not the only resource that I'm using to teach my daughter how to read, but this is a quick and easy way for me to house things that we're currently using, to house like different resources and games and activities in this one space so that I know where everything is. And it's also easy for me to swap things in and out when we're using it and when we're not using it. So yeah, let's jump into it. So the first thing that we have is this little pencil pouch insert, and in here is just some like manipulatives. There are dice and like little pieces, like if you're playing a board game, dry erase markers, and then I have like these coins. I'm gonna leave some of these things out so that I can show you like how we would use them throughout the book on different pages. So the first thing that we have here are uppercase letters. I also have lowercase letters here. These are for practice with letter sounds. My daughter does know all of her sounds, but sometimes, you know, she may forget a sound and I feel like we need to review or do like a quick practice. We'll use this page and I'll say something like, put a coin on the letter that makes the sound k, and you know, she'll put the coin, or like circle the sound. So it's an easy way to make this interactive, really fun review, you know, to get the juices flowing before we start actually using the book. If you saw my other video with my interactive learning binder, I think this page was in there. I'm not sure, but this is also for letter sounds. So we would take all of these off and then she would put them in the correct place. What we've started doing when she does this is for her to say the sound as well. Again, really quick warm up practice because she does know the sounds, but this is in here because sounds are important. We do have some sight word lists. We haven't dived too much into like sight word and sight word practice. We do have some index cards that we use, but I've recently decided to laminate them and put them in her book. I also have a video on my Instagram on like how we use this, but it's very simple. I try to make it as interactive as possible. So I'll say something like, you know, underline the word but, or put a heart around the word all, or put a smiley face on top of the word our, just as a way for her to be able to practice those words. So yeah, try to make it as interactive as possible. Because this stuff is laminated, it's easy to erase and all of that jazz. This page is a roll sight read page. So we have been practicing at family words and like different other like CVC words, but at family and family are words that we've been working with. And basically you would roll the dice, and then whatever it lands on, that's the sentence that you would read. So for instance, this is on 6, so she would read a fat cat sat. On the next page, this is a very similar activity, except that they are not sentences. Both of these pages help with like fluency and, you know, speed and things like that. So roll 1, cat, sat, rat, bat. She loves doing these pages, and I have other pages in the inside for like different families and CVC words as well. This is another activity that we do from time to time, which is roll a sight word. So I will write the words here in the rectangular boxes. So let's say we're doing the, in, can, his, but, or. Just random words. So she would roll it, and then if she got a 5, she would write the word but, and so forth and so on. Whatever she rolls, she would read the word so that she can practice it, and then she's also getting a chance to practice her fine motor skills of writing. And again, this is all laminated so it can be reused. This is read it, build it, draw it, write it. These are for words that can be easily like drawn and depicted, and it's just an easy way for kids to make things sticky. I have a video on my Instagram where I show the example of the word car. So you would write the word car, and then you would use, some magnet letters to write the word. Then you would draw the car, and then the student can practice writing the word car at the bottom. And again, it's a very sticky way for them to remember things, practice things, whether they're spelling words or sight words or what have you. Word blending. This is a really simple sheet that I created. So let's say we are doing the word bat. You tap the dots, b-at, bat. You can use this for any 3-letter CVC word. Here is a packet that I made for the at family words. So it has some of the resources that I use to teach her those words. I do try to make things as interactive as possible so that, she will have fun when she's working with this. So here we have the at family words. Then we have like pictures and things that correspond with the words. And we also have letters. And I also have some giant popsicle sticks with some sentences that use the word that she could easily practice for fluency. So the way that we would use these is, let's say I was first introducing it to her, I would tell her that this is the at family house. The at family lives there. And I would show her the pictures. So who lives there? Pat. Who else lives there? Sat. Who else lives there? Cat. And we would go through the pictures. So that would kind of be day 1. Day 2, what I would do is I would say, rat lives there. And I would ask her, what sound do you hear? The beginning sound for rat. Rat. And I would have her pick the letter that's the beginning sound, which would be R, and put it here, rat, and we would read it. The next day we would do a similar activity where we would just match the beginning sound. So she would put the C next to the cat, the R next to the rat. The next day we would practice putting it next to the word to, spell it out and things like that. And then the next day, we would practice the sentences. So this is an example of how we would use these. And you could pretty much make a set of these for any of the family words that you want to practice or teach your child. So yeah, I have this little house situation so you can use it for any of the family words that you want to teach your little one. Originally, I had made one specifically for the different families, but I decided not to do that because it was a waste of paper. So here is the at one, but we have moved to having, a general house that we can change to different words. This is also an interactive page with at family words, so cat, and she can practice that, sat, and so forth and so on. We do use reading eggs, so I have some of their printed resources here, and we are not following along with the lessons that she's done because she's done a lot of lessons already. So this is more like review, so she has started working on some of these pages as well. And then in here is more reading egg stuff. This was like a color by word that she did with the words the, a, and is. Just kept that in there. And then in the back, I've printed like these large CVC practice sheets where she sees the picture and she can sound these out. Once she gets more comfortable with sounding out For some of them, you can already see we've done that. So I will fold it so there is no picture, and she'll just have to rely on her reading the sounds and knowing the words to be able to read the words. So yeah, that is what is in our reading binder. We don't use everything in here every day. Lots of things are swapped out for other things. But if we're going to the library or we're doing something on the go, this is just an easy way to have everything in one space, you know, to head out the door and get things done. So I hope that this is helpful. I'm still working through this book right here, Teach Your Child to Read in 100 Easy Lessons. We also use Bob Books as well. So there are a few resources that I'm using to help support my daughter in developing her reading skills. But this is just a binder that I created to help support with that. So I hope that this was helpful to someone out there, whether you're homeschooling or you're supporting your child after school, like I am doing. I hope that this was helpful. If you have questions, comments, or concerns, please leave them below, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.